Okay, all right. So going to put some air in the tires before I go out there. And on the tires, it does say 50 psi is the max, but I usually don't like put the air to the absolute max just because it's a little bit more comfortable. It is a little bit more comfortable if you just go a little bit under that. So usually what I do is I'm 10 to 20% softer than the actual recommended PSI. That gives me, feel like a still pretty good firm ride, but dampens the vibrations by quite a bit. What I like about these is that they're super easy to reach, all filled up. And then this board is all charged up. All right. Now I just gotta figure out which one's forward, which way's backwards. I think this is the back side, but I guess we'll find out one way or another. Okay. Also brought my T-tool just in case I need to change, to put on some gloves. This is my glove section. I have different types of gloves. Usually in the winter, I like to wear these running gloves. They don't provide too much protection, but if I need to use my cell phone, use the remote, this I feel like gives me the best feel, and this is the warmest. Everything else, like these on thrusts, they are great in terms of protection, but they're really cold. I feel like in the winter, I'd rather be a little bit warmer than freezing my butt off. This thing's been turned off for a couple of days. Let's see if the remote works. This thing has been turned off for at least 2 or 3 days, and it's still working in terms of the standby mode. So right now my board is at 98% and remote is at 90%. What I absolutely love about the Exway board is that they actually gives you a pretty accurate percentage number. This is incredibly useful versus the other brands where they just give you kind of like a block and you kind of just need to guess where you're at generally. But with the percentage, I've found Exway's percentage to be pretty accurate most of the time. Let me see if it carves. Oh man, this carving is really nice. This carving is good. All right, I'm gonna go forward in mode 2. Let's do mode 2 real quick. Oh man, this is carvy. Man, this is really, really carvy. Okay, I guess this is as fast as a mode 2 will go, which is 19 kilometers per hour. That's not bad. Okay, enough mode 2. Safe mode limited, gear 1, gear 2. Safe mode limited. Are you kidding me? I gotta ride 10 miles in this thing in mode 2? Gosh darn it. All right, let me find a place to sit, see if I can bypass it without, doing 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers in mode 2 is pretty big pain, man. It's pretty big pain. Very few board companies do this anymore, but I guess the bigger Meepo just recently started doing this as well, limiting the initial power within the first 10 miles. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the camera real quick. Really quickly, I connect it to the Exway app. That was real quick. There's a safe mode. I get to turn off the safe mode here. And then there's a standby time, and there's a lot of other stuff. And there's also an acceleration curve. I also changed that as well. So yeah, gonna give that a try. So see, oh, that was really, really fast. So let's give that a try. I think also tap it 6 times. It's gonna say limit speed, and you go off on that. So if you ever want to hand this to like a little kid, he's like, uncle or like big brother, I want to try this. Just like limit its speed, so no matter what gear they go into, they can't go super high, and they don't know that they need to click it like 6 times, But I think right now double kimpin trucks, carving, really, the turning is really, really agile. It's really good. This is exactly what you expect from double kimpin trucks. And I am in gear 4, so let's give that a try. Actually, you know what? Let's not kill myself. Let's go into gear 3. I'm gonna try gear 3 real quick and do a hard pull. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Close my visor. Gear 3 is pretty tame. Turning is pretty good. Nice turn. That is a sharp ass turn. Let me try this again. Oh my gosh, that's... My god, this turning radius is so good. Mode 3 actually wasn't super powerful. It's not like it's going to knock my socks off or anything like that. Still pretty good. But Mode 3 isn't like the most powerful thing I've ever tested. Mode 4, okay, 86% battery. Oh, now that's something. Okay, I wasn't ready for that one. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I will say, like, even though it's 4 motors, this is not the fastest. This is not the fastest accelerating board. But then it's not the most expensive one either. I think what this excels at is going to be that torque where you need it when climbing stuff. This is what's going to push it. But on the road, if you're spending the same amount of cash as the 4-wheel drive on this board, I think there's more powerful stuff out there. But then again, Atlas, Exway boards just have better quality. They have app control. You know, their boards are just better built. And these 4-wheel drives, I'm going to definitely take them on off-road and see how they perform versus other 2-wheel drives. And yeah, let's give this another hard pull. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was pretty good. I'm at roughly 20 miles per hour and I start to feel a little bit of this wobble. You know, one thing what people had complained about the first ever 4-wheel drive board is that those boards needed some sort of differential, which means if you're making a hard turn, your inner wheels are turning faster than your outer wheels, and if both front and back sets of your wheels are doing that, you might actually slip. So it's really bad for turning. And I'm not like a professional racer or anything, but just the way that I'm currently riding this thing and accelerating through these turns, I don't feel anything like that. In fact, I think if I don't look down, I don't think I would ever have realized that I'm on the 4-wheel drive in terms of like the turning differentials on your board. You know what I mean? And still, like, I think once you get into turbo, the pull gets really hard. And the mid-range is pretty good too, so there's that. Woo! Woo! Yeah, man, this board is just rocking it. Okay, what time is it? All right, I gotta go pick up my kids. Woo! Let's do a quick turn test here. Follow the curve. It's very easy. Just follow the curve. Oh, it makes it beautifully. Yep. Without any effort, this thing just turns. The one thing that I'm super concerned about 4-wheel drive boards is they're heavy and they don't turn well. But man, this turns really well, and it gives you that. You hear that? The oomph. Gives you plenty of power. And it's going to give you a lot of torque as well in terms of going uphill and downhill. So even though on flat grounds it may not be the fastest, but this thing is going to rock in terms of but yeah, this thing is going to rock in terms of going up, down. Can't wait to take this out again. Tons of fun. Let's do it.